Hi guys, welcome back to Monster Hunter World. I'm just gonna go ahead and put this out. The reason why you see me in the gallery is, um, once again, the PlayStation 4's recording system crapped out on me. Um, it's actually getting really annoying. This particular episode lost. I think I spent the past 2 hours cussing and game raging pretty hardcore over this episode's loss. So I come up with an alternative, and it won't let me replay the assignments, which irks me just as much. Um, so yeah, I'm quite furious. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to replay these. I'm going to replay the two cutscenes that was missed, the first one and then the end one of the bottom of the Vale, and then I will redo the fight with Odo Garon. While I can't do the way it was originally done, um, I'm just gonna have to settle for this if I don't want to replay the game up to this point. And I've already played the game probably 40 some hours, so it would be 3 or 4 days before I get any episodes of this out if I were to do that. So I'm hoping that this little thing will actually help. If not, like I said, I apologize. Before I get into it, I'm gonna go ahead and tell you I've got a new set of armor, which you will see. I spent all day grinding to get it. And yeah, that's about it. I'll do some more talking when I'm actually doing the fight against the Odo Garon. But sorry that this episode's a bit hectic. Once again, the PlayStation 4's recording system is terrible. But yeah, losing that episode was kind of hard. Was extremely hard.
I know we've reached the bottom. But what happened to Zora Magdaros? There's no place else for it to go. I think we should split up and look.
What are you doing? Go! Don't stop! Keep going!
We can't leave her! No, she can't hold that thing off. We've got to help her.
Okay, well that was that. Losing this episode was kind of heartbreaking because it was actually a really good fight, and commentary hurt too, but not too much of a loss so much as the fight that happened in between that cutscene and this cutscene. Like I said, I'll go in and refight the creature, but it just won't be the same. Hopefully, he won't give me as much of a problem as he did in the episode, but he probably will. But that's not that big of a deal. Once again, I apologize for this episode turning out the way it has, but the PlayStation 4's recording system is garbage, and it's giving me nothing but trouble.
Where is she? I thought she'd be with you. I'm going out for another look.
No, you're not.
You're okay. I was scared to death.
All right, easy, easy. I'm just glad that you're not hurt. Thank you. I was planning to hide until it moved on, but, well, you saved me the trouble. Now, that's enough. Now, we had a deal, don't you remember? Did you learn all you could about the Vale? Now tell me everything. What did you feel out there?
I think the Vale is where the monsters come to die. It's their graveyard, and this whole land is a vast ecosystem revolving around it.
Heh. Come on. You're right. The Vale is where monsters come to rest. They sense the end and make their way here. Their bodies become nutrients that feed the coral highlands. From death rises new life, which after a cycle returns to the Vale to die again. It's an ecological marvel. One that easily dwarfs any I have ever seen.
Yeah.
But, have you really considered the important question?
What's that?
Who's at the heart of it? What monster could serve as the nutrients for a system this large? What's the mystery behind the Elder Crossing? You know the answer.
They die here.
Bingo! An Elder's death is the catalyst. The Vale is Zora Magdaros' resting place. Or at least it should be. The clues are all here, but Zora is nowhere to be found.
It was drawing in energy, storing it as it moved on. Was it trying to deliver it somewhere?
I don't know. But I know who might. The first Wyverians have lived here much longer than us. Seek them out. Look, it's raining life. If only I could live another 300 years. Maybe that would be just long enough to see the end of this changing of the guard. Friends, you go finish this. I want to stay here a while longer. See what death has to give and life has to bring.
And there's that. That particular cutscene kind of confirmed a episode or a theory I had in earlier episode. I don't know if that commentary got cut off due to the many problems I'm having with recording on the PlayStation 4, but hopefully it didn't. If it did, then, well, there it is. Alright. Now, I'm going to try and fight the creature that interrupted us again, and hopefully I won't have any more issues with the video, because like I said, PlayStation 4 is just an utter nightmare when trying to record on it. You have your 1 hour time limit that you have to keep an eye on. Not to mention, if you push the share button one too many times, you'll lose all your recording. There's a bunch of stuff. Sometimes your audio goes through. Sometimes your audio doesn't go through. Sometimes your upload gets corrupted. I hope maybe they fixed the problem in the PlayStation 4 Pro. I don't know. I've got the original PlayStation 4, but I do know that it was quite heartbreaking for me to lose that information.
Might be able to tell us where Zora Magdaros is.
Okay, before we go straight into that, I need to go and check a couple things. Also get some food in us, and restock our supplies. That makes you look like a demon. Alright. Let's see, any weapon upgrades. Let's go up. Let's see, one here, which I can actually get to, oddly enough. One here. Now, this fight was actually really fun. I'll not deny that. It may not be as hard as Dark Souls, but it definitely reminded me of some of the boss fights in Dark Souls. That being said, this is a really interesting fight. I liked it. That's the reason why it was truly heartbreaking to lose the stuff that I got, to lose that footage. Hopefully this will go like it did on the first time I went through this fight. let's get to it. I did do a little extra prep versus when I first fought him. Mainly the reason why this is actually a long, drawn-out fight. I want to speed it up just a little bit so that it'll make up for the having to go back and do the load screens for the cutscene stuff. But yeah, this boss reminds me wholeheartedly of some of the bosses that you would fight in Dark Souls. Now, granted, it's nowhere near as hard, but it's just as hectic. Unlike on Dark Souls, where they can kill you in a matter of a couple of hits. He may not be able to kill you in a...
Getting bad vibes here. Looks like it's looking for its next meal.
There he is. Really got to keep an eye on this guy, and especially when he starts leading you to the poisonous areas. Because mistakes are going to be very bad in these particular areas. His claws will inflict bleeding, which will cause damage every when you try moving. And the only real way to get rid of it is to crouch and just not move until it goes away on its own. And if you're doing that in the caustic zone, then your health is going to keep dropping twice as fast. Not to mention, when you're bleeding, he wants to focus on you, so... We need to withdraw just for a second to get my chase me. Okay. He's a very fast creature, and his lunges are very, very snap quick. Meaning it's almost like on Dark Souls, where you have to literally be very precise with your dodging and your attacks, otherwise you could see yourself getting dropped. And he is actually pretty hard to knock to actually beat in terms of, because he's got despite his stuff, he's actually got a lot of health. Yeah, so far this fight's going almost exactly like it did last time. There's very little difference in between how it's playing out, except for I didn't meet him right off the bat. Okay, I need to go ahead and... Now, because of he's not heavily armored, he does have a lot of health, but he's not heavily armored. So he doesn't deflect your weapons very often. So you can actually afford to let your weapon go dull a little bit. Also, there is something I think I may be completely off base with this, but it's something that I noticed when I was fighting him earlier. In areas that are non-caustic, he will sometimes actually poison the area. I don't know if it was him or if the area was naturally like that, but it was plainly not poisoned when I first fought him in that area. And then it gradually, it would get poisoned every so often, and then it'll wear out. But the safest place to actually fight him is on his side, because he can't really reach you with his mouth or his tail. While he can get you with his claws sometimes, you can more often than not dodge him better at his side. Oh, and he's actually really easy to knock down. Thankfully I didn't get, also, at some point, especially when he's near death and we're in his lair, or his den, he gets particularly more dangerous due to, he actually will start lunging off the walls. And you gotta stay, oh shoot. That's what I was talking about, getting poisoned. I mean, not poisoned, but, getting, bleed on you. It looks like he took that chance to get away from us, too, so let me sharpen my weapon before I go after him. Also, he draws out this fight, later on when he goes to his lair. Because depending on where you're at when he gets injured, he will actually just enter the wall. He'll enter a place where you can't go and then end up right at his lair, which puts you in a situation that he'll be halfway across the map. He'll be on the other side of the map and restoring his health while you're trying to get over there. But from my knowledge, once he goes into his lair, he doesn't leave his lair, so... Now, this is not a good position to be in with both of them going. I need to get out of the way, otherwise they will both tear me apart. Only thing I can do is when they're both here, just get out of the way and let them fight it out. While The Great Gearus is not particularly powerful. He's that doesn't make any less damage, and if you try dangerous, if you try fighting him alongside this guy, then you're just asking to get yourself dropped. In this particular area, he came here on me too. Last time, it was outright freaking aggravated because those flying guys will attack you while you're trying to fight him. Hopefully we can chase him out of the poison area. But so far the fight, with the areas that he's actually running off to, is just like on the other fights. So it's going to be relatively similar. It's not going to be exactly like the video that I had just lost the footage for. But hopefully this will actually make up for it a little bit. Jesus. I hate the Hornetars. Or Hornetars, what do you want to call them? Ow. I probably want to die. Oh, jeez. Yeah, he's gonna fight. Looks like they're... Okay, at least he ran up. No, he's still here. kind of hoping the bone monster would have actually has decided to help Duke it out a little bit, because that would have added some easy damage to him, but he didn't. But now this guy, he is quick. He'll move from point to point really fast, so you gotta be on top of him. Okay, now he's running. Oh, this is where he may not do it due to he might be close enough to not to be able to get. No, he's doing it. Okay, now this is where the issue is. When he does this, he'll disappear from the map and then reappear way out of the way. Oh jeez, where did? And if you don't hurry, he'll regain a lot of health while you're trying to get to him. Now in this area he gets really dangerous because he takes on like a he takes on basically, acts like a cornered beast, which he basically is. Not to mention you're actually directly in his territory, so he gets... Shoot. I gotta not look unhooked. I got it running so I can... Jesus. That was almost really bad. I gotta run. I need to find a way. Yeah, there's the wall jumping I was talking about. I've not had him leave his nest before. That tells me that he must be. He must have took too long. God. Don't worry, that happened last time too. The more damaged he gets, the more dangerous and unpredictable he becomes, to the point where honestly it gets pretty hard to fight, to judge what he's going to do when he gets this injured. Jesus, come on. Not only that, but my hand is getting tired at this point. Nope. There we go. And that's him. Once again, I'm sorry that the original episode got lost. So I hope that this will actually make up for it a little bit. Well, I can't really make up for it, but it'll get the information out there so you can actually see in the cutscenes, as well as you'd be able to actually see the fight as well. It won't be the original fight. I apologize for that, but honestly, at this point, there's nothing I can really do about that. Oh, by the way, if I could get the time, that blue stuff, very beautiful, I know. Give me more it's at, but it's acid. Do not go in it when you're exploring. You will start to lose health at a very, very fast rate. And there it is. I'll apologize one last time. I'm probably low on time, so when I get back, I'm gonna go ahead and cut the episode. But yeah, once again, I am really sorry that that episode got ruined and lost. I'll try to keep those top episodes to a minimum. So far, I've been doing pretty good, but I have lost a couple episodes here or there.
The first Wyverians might be able to tell us where
And
Zora
with that,
Magdaros is.
I'll say goodbye. So have a good one, guys.